Hey, Good Friday, Village family. I hope you're well. Um, hey, last Sunday we postponed the beginning of our sermon series, 2020 Was My Teacher, to offer a message on values that our Presbyterian tradition provides us that are values for good governance. So this Sunday, I want to begin this series. It is Martin Luther King Jr. Birthday weekend, and so our music will come from the African American community. Some of it will come from that community. And the message is entitled, Some Things Are Hard to Talk About. There have been a lot of difficult and challenging conversations that we had and faced in 2020, but probably the most tender of those conversations for us as a community were the conversations we had around the emergence of the Black Lives Matter movement. On Sunday, I want to reflect on that. Now, this is not a sermon about race. I've preached about that before. I'll no doubt need to preach about that again. But this Sunday, I want to do something a little different. I want to reflect on what it is that happens within us when we come to these difficult conversations and what barriers might emerge that prevent us from learning from one another, prevent us from growing. I know for me, some of the most meaningful conversations I've had in the last year have been about this issue of racism. But equally so, some of the most disappointing and challenging conversations I've had have been about the same. And I think there's some barriers that sometimes arise that prevent us from benefiting from these conversations. Simple things like defensiveness or the shame that sometimes circulates in these conversations, or the temptation I have when someone offers a position that seems strange to me, not to reflect on the position, but to look for weaknesses in the person who offers that position. These things don't help. So I want to reflect on these barriers to meaningful conversation. And I'm informed by Scripture, Acts, the 15th chapter. There was a meeting that the church held to talk about, of all things, how race affected the life of the church. And in that amazing conversation, they changed their minds and they changed their ways. And it's instructive for us. So, informed by that, I want to share a bit of what I am learning, and maybe it'll offer something for you to reflect on yourself. At least I hope so. So, I look forward to being with you in worship on Sunday. Shalom. Take good care of yourself. I'll see you Sunday.